Well, hello, dear viewer. It is Unclejona here, having the last of the Advent boxed beers for 2025, courtesy of Beer52. It's been a bit of a journey. I know it's been a little bit sporadic, but of course, I caught my now legendary Christmas cold. It's still a bit of a kind of catching in my throat a little bit, but there we go. But it yeah, seems to be going. So thank you all for those of you that told me you wish me well, and for those of you that didn't, Merry Christmas to you as well. It doesn't really matter, does it? Right, we are going for 24, which is down here, and oops, oh, managed to get there without it completely falling off. So we have got Neon Raptor, and it's crimes against brewing. Some would say, and I have said things like this previously about Beer52. And this is an 8% chocolate fudge sundae pastry stout. Interesting. So this is going to be a sweet bad boy, good for my diabetes. Let's see if we can work out, has it got anything that we have heard of in there? We have got barley, we've got oats, we've got some lacto, hops, vanilla. Okay. No wheat apparently, but it's definitely got lacto. So this is going to be a sweet one. And why not leave a sweet one for last? Personally, I'd prefer a bigger can, but you can't have everything when you're drinking 8% beers. Yeah, my goodness, have I had beers this year? We're almost, I think, by the end of this week, so we're going to be just at the end of December, I think I'm going to hit 1,200 beers. Different beers, that is. I've already gone over 1,300 when you include doubled up beers and stuff, but I'm talking about unique ones, which is absolutely ridiculous when you think about it. But hey, that's what we do. That is what we do. Next year, though, dear viewer, I know I'm going to back off a little bit because I've been burning the candle, shall we say, at both ends, and it's getting ridiculous. So there we go. There is a nice photo for the front of this video. Well over a finger's head. Call that 1.5 fingers head. Look at that, lovely, lovely mocha. Should we call that mocha head? Lovely, creamy, a mix of big bubbles. Oh, just as it decided to unfocus, but a mix of big bubbles and tiny little small bubbles, which is good. My God. This is going to be a bit bitter. This is going to be astringent, really chocolatey, decadent. It's going to be sweet too. I think this one is going to be absolutely ridiculous, like they say in Harry Potter. But yeah, really sweet as well. But you know that kind of cocoa powder. You know, if you open, I'm not telling you to inhale cocoa powder. That's not what I'm saying. But when you open a bourbon cocoa powder, and sometimes it goes poof, and this sort of powdered stuff goes up, but you get that smell of real dark, bitter chocolate. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Maybe a little bit of boozy kind of rum, that type of chocolate pudding, perhaps a plum duff, maybe. That does smell very, very nice. Anyway, dear viewer, cheers and beers. Here's to you and all that. Yeah, we are definitely going into Christmas. So if I don't see you before, And you probably won't see me, although I will be having a couple of other drinks this evening. I've had a couple already, to be honest. But yeah, Merry Christmas to you all. Yeah, look after yourselves. Cheers and beers. Oh, okay. Ooh. Not as bitter and astringent as I was thinking. There's some roastiness there. The chocolate thing is abound. Fudge is a good kind of name to put in there too. I'm glad they did. But there is also a bit of that powdery, I should say, kind of dark chocolatey type taste as well, which is bitter. So it's not overall bitter beer because it's got quite a lot of lactose in, I can taste. So it goes sweet and then it descends into sort of darkness, but it's that kind of powderiness in there that, yeah, it's not as mellow as it could be and perhaps should be. Got some nice creaminess there too, no doubt from the oats they've used. Um, no idea of the hops. This isn't about hops, this type of beer. This is all about the malts. Um, Definitely getting that mocha, that I wouldn't say coffee, but definitely the roasted malt is coming through too. That's giving a little bit of kind of astringency, but it's not one of those imperialist stout bad boys that's just full on assault to the senses. The Russian Imperials, some of those. I know some of you probably love those type of beers, but I think they're absolutely awful, some of them. I think I would prefer a touch of lacto in there. I know it's not strict brewing, but a breakfast stout beer would be fantastic. 8% though. I don't know. I reckon you could have gone stronger on this bad boy. Neon Raptor, available in the UK supermarkets. I've had a few. They do collaborations. They are kind of up and comer, shall we say. But they have been around for sort of 3-ish years, something like that. I've seen them around. But they're slowly kind of taking over the craft scene. Yeah. Mm. Can you see that? There is some matter. Can you see it looks like a little sort of ice cream or a poo at the bottom of my glass? There is some sort of solid matter in there. It didn't say it had chocolate, did it, as an addition? I don't think it did. So, wondering what that is. Oh, yeast, a bit of oat perhaps, lactose solid, vanilla. Okay, maybe pieces of vanilla. If they're going to put that in there, that is what that might be. But yeah, I don't like having solid matter. I know you could argue, well, a hazy beer, the particulates in a hazy beer is just solid stuff in suspension. But what I mean is, I don't like it when it falls out of suspension and you're left, especially if you talk a little bit while you're drinking, like I'm doing with you guys. It all settles out, and then that last mouthful of your beer is like, ah, a bit chewy. But yeah, in this case, it's not affected the beer too much. So I don't really mind. And it's Christmas Eve, so woo! Guys, thank you for sailing the seas of beer with me during 2025. I am planning on doing some more beer reviews on camera, but if you stuck with me for the last few months, you realise that yeah, sometimes my motivation goes a little bit, and yeah, of late I haven't been uploading the videos, and you know what the answer to that is? Look at me on Untapped. Why not create yourself an account? It's what all the cool cats do. I've been doing it for probably over 10 years now, through thick and thin. But yeah, if you want to see what I'm drinking and all that, and just say hi, you can send me a message and it pops up on my phone. Whereas YouTube messages don't necessarily get to me as quick. But anyway, it is entirely up to you. I think it's quite a good resource. But yeah, if you're there, look up Unclejona and you will definitely find me. As I said earlier on, please look after yourself, look after each other, say hello to your family. If you are without family, want to go down to the pub. The Royston is open tomorrow, Christmas Day. I probably won't be there because I have a habit. I have an annual thing, and my dad kind of started me off on this journey of drinking a huge amount of Bucks Fizz in the morning, mimosa if you're from America. So I'll be drinking probably 2 or 3 bottles of that tomorrow morning. So I will be properly gone. But yeah, if you fancy it, the Royston is open. Check times though, please check times. And once again, this is Unclejona, drinking beer, drinking Advent beer. And hopefully you've enjoyed it because I do it for your entertainment. And join me because this will not be the last one. There will be more beer reviews and they'll be coming up real soon.